Mesachas Pesachim daf samach tes. The Gemara brings the machlokes between Rebbe Eliezer and Rebbe Akiva if Machshirei of the Korban Pesach is docheh Shabbos, and the Gemara says that Rebbe Eliezer proved that the same way Machshirei after the Korban Pesach is docheh, who did Machshirei before the shechita of the Korban Pesach also should be docheh. On that, Rebbe Akiva answered that no, after the shechita of the Korban Pesach is different because it was already nidche Shabbos at the time of the shechita. There's a tremendous machlokes Rashi and Tosfos how to understand the Gemara. Rashi says that the Machshirei after the Korban Pesach, which is docheh Shabbos, means michui krovov, that means to clean out the insides of the animal in order that it shouldn't smell. And that is docheh Shabbos after the shechita. However, Tosfos asks on Rashi that how can you compare michui krovov to take out the insides, the waste from the animal, which is impossible to do me'esmol. However, how can you compare it to a different hechsher which is possible to do beforehand? So Tosfos explains that the Gemara means the hechsher that's docheh Shabbos is heket chalovim. The chalovim of the korban is docheh Shabbos. Although it's possible to do it after Shabbos, it's still docheh Shabbos. And the Gemara is comparing that to hechsher before shechita. Ein Rebbe Chanan that explains what's the beer in the machlokes Rashi and Tosfos, that Rashi understands the point is that according to Rebbe Akiva, hechsher is not docheh Shabbos. It doesn't make a difference. Efsher mi'esmol, loy efsher mi'esmol. If it's a hechsher, it's not docheh Shabbos, and that Rebbe Akiva says that's efsher mi'esmol is just a svara to say why you can't learn out that the same way the ikar shechita is docheh Shabbos, hu adin a hechsher should be docheh Shabbos. But the main point is that according to Rashi, hechsher is not docheh Shabbos, and according to Tosfos, it's totally an efsher mi'esmol or efsher mi'esmol. Eine sefer Yad Halevi from Yitzchak Dev Shechter Shlita that is matmi on Rebbe Chanan. He says it's a pella because mavur in the Mishnah in Menachos Daf Tzadivov that chaviti kohen gadol lishoson verichoson vafioson is docheh Shabbos. You see, Rebbe Akiva agrees that since the kneading of the dough of the chiti kohen gadol was impossible to be esmol, it's impossible to do before Shabbos, it is docheh Shabbos. Rebbe Akiva agrees that the hechsher is docheh Shabbos, and he adds furthermore that in our Mishnah says the hadochas krovov and sli is not docheh Shabbos, rinsing off the insides is, and it sounds like Rebbe Eliezer agrees to that. So you see that Rebbe Eliezer doesn't hold all hechshers docheh Shabbos. So the other Levi explains that the understanding of Shitas Rashi is that that's mavur that a hechsher mitzvah that's efsher to lasis erev Shabbos is docheh Shabbos is only a hechsher that me'ikar din of the mitzvah has to be specifically on Shabbos. Then it's bechluded in moyadoi of the korban and it's docheh Shabbos. However, a hechsher that happens to be that it falls out that it's a contradiction to Shabbos, since it's not the ikar din of this mitzvah that has to be specifically on Shabbos, is not docheh Shabbos. So he explains that's why chavite kohen gadol the lisha na'aricha has to be made on Shabbos. It cannot be done before Shabbos because it was niskadish bekliya b'nifso belina. So that's a din. In the ikar din of the lisha na'aricha, it has to be specifically on Shabbos. So therefore, could be docheh Shabbos. However, hadochas krovov, the rinsing out the insides, although technically it's going to smell, it's not a din that it has to be done today, so therefore it's not docheh Shabbos. According to this, he explains that that's what Rebbe Eliezer is bringing a raya for michui krovov. Michui krovov, the taking out the insides, the waste from inside the animal, it's docheh Shabbos, even though it's efsher mi'esmol, it couldn't be done beforehand, but that's not a din that it has to be done today. It just technically it was only possible to do today. Since it's not a din, it's not mi'ikar mitzvos of the korban, and afal pikein, you see that it's docheh. On that, Rebbe Eliezer brings a raya that hu adin Machshirei beforehand also should be docheh Shabbos. And the other Levi continues that be'emes it's tzorchi and gadol, the mahalach of Shitas Tosfos. Tosfos says it's talking about hekter chalovim. Now, kipshutai, what does hechsher mean? That's docheh Shabbos. Hechsher means something that's enabling the hakrovas hakorban. But hekter chalavim is not ma'akiv. So if it's not ma'akiv, how can you compare it b'chlal to the concept of machshirei? That's docheh Shabbos. It's not ma'akiv. It's not needed for the korban. So the answer to this kasha is Ma'irich. He brings from the Rosh Hashiva by Yeshua Salveichik Shlita. They asked the kasha that's before in the sugya in Menachas Daf Ayin Beis that according to Belezer that Machshirei mitzvahs docheh Shabbos, it's mavur that even Ketziras Oimer, according to the tzad, that if it's niktzak shaloik mitzvason, it's kosher nevertheless. The Ketzira, according to Belezer, it's docheh Shabbos. So you see, even though it's not needed, Afal Pikin is docheh Shabbos. So understanding is that even though it's not ma'akiv, it's mitzroche hakorban. If it's a mitzroche hakorban, then it's included in hechsher mitzvah that's docheh Shabbos. So according to Belezer, you don't need something that's ma'akiv the korban. As long as it's needed for the korban, it's enough to be docheh Shabbos v'ayin sham. Moving further on, Rashi in the bottom explains that the Gemara says the oral shloimol is onish koris because the fact that he didn't mal himself to enable himself to bring the korban Pesach, he's mechuyev koris for not bringing the korban Pesach. So you see, he's considered a bar chiyuva in a korban Pesach. And Rashi says it's not similar to Tomei Dechoika. They couldn't be machshis themselves and enable them to bring the korban Pesach. However, oral couldn't do milah, and Rashi says that a Tomei Dechoika couldn't have been machshis themselves to korban Pesach in the time of the chiyuv korban Pesach, and beforehand it's not rami on them a chiyuv of korban Pesach. Minchas Chinuch is matmi on this Rashi. It sounds like in Rashi that before the Zman of korban Pesach, there's no obligation to come close to enable yourself to do the korban Pesach, which is a pella. What do you mean? There's no chiyuv beforehand to get ready to the korban. He says there's no chiyuv to buy a esrig, buy a shofar before Yontif. There's definitely a chiyuv before Yontif to get ready for the mitzvah. So what then before the Zman of Pesach, even before Sheishois, there is a chiyuv. And he says even if you're potter, that means you only potter from a koris, but hamiyas avada, there's a chiyuv and a mitzvah to enable yourself to do the mitzvah. He's matmi on the tzlach that says that there's no chiyuv to come miderech choika to be makav korban Pesach. Ayin dar sameach that says that there's a specific choimer by korban Pesach more than any other mitzvah, because since korban Pesach by definition everyone's potif the deb derech choika, nevertheless there's a chiyuv on the whole klal Yisrael. It must be that there's a chiyuv even before this man of korban Pesach to come closer and to get ready for the korban Pesach. Moving further on, the Gemara Beis says that sheicht mezorchen al tamei sheretz b'shvi shloi v'hu adin v'meis b'shvi shloi. And even though he won't be able to eat the erev, won't be able to eat the korban Pesach, achil is not ma'akiv, and the more asked it's shloidem nuyav because he can't eat it. It says he's mechzi chazi, he's roy for the achila, but he's missing a tikkun. Taisus asks if that's considered that he's a bar chiyuv in the korban Pesach. Why don't you say the same thing by oral and the Gemara Amud Aleph that he's mechzi chazi v'tikuni hudloi masakin? And Taisus says since he's missing a ma'aseh begufa, it's worse. Ayin or Semeach, it's matmi on Taisus. He says oral is much worse because oral there's a halacha that oral the sons and avodim, if the areilim, the ma'akiv, the father and the odin from korban Pesach. You see, oral or b'shusa is a steer to korban Pesach. So definitely, if he himself is a oral, he's not shaykh to korban Pesach. And the other Levi that's Ma'irich to bring Reb Chaim, that's Ma'irich that if you shecht al nashis kapu areilim, by areilim has a mesuyim dike psul because of shini bailim, because the oral is not shaykh to hakrovas korban Pesach bechlal, like it's more in Yevamis that oral the same way. Bonav avodas ma'akim korban Pesach, who didn't he himself being oral is hafka from kiv korban Pesach, and divei Taisus tzarachin ayin the Levi shirch b'zeh that the Taisus holds specifically bonav avodav be himself not the tzarachin oid b'zeh.